Hello from Supermom's Kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make a normal vanilla cake which you can use later to layer with chocolate butter icing, or you can do some icing on top. And this is a normal vanilla cake. So now let's see for the ingredients. We're going to take around 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now this is 200 grams of all-purpose flour, maida, and 200 grams of butter. This is 100 gram pack. So you're going to take 200 grams of butter. And we're going to have 250 grams of powdered sugar. So now let me repeat. 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, 250 grams of maida all-purpose flour, 200 grams of sugar, powdered sugar, 200 grams of butter. Now we're going to beat the butter till it turns white in color, creamy, and then we slowly add in the sugar. Beat it for another 5 minutes. Then we slowly add one by one the eggs, the whole eggs, into the beaten butter and sugar. Next we're going to add in the vanilla essence. In the meanwhile, we're going to grease our baking tray and then use some butter paper on top, greased butter paper, line it with butter paper. And we're going to sift the flour with baking powder 3 times in the meanwhile. And then we're going to fold in the maida into the beaten egg, butter and sugar. And then before we add in the maida, we're going to add in the vanilla essence and then only fold the maida, the all-purpose flour. That's for the normal vanilla cake. Now we're going to beat in the butter till it turns creamy. If you don't have a kitchen chef, we're going to use an egg beater and do the beating up. So you can see it's turned creamy, and we are going to slowly add in the powdered sugar and mix it really well. You can beat butter and sugar as long as you want, but once you add the egg, see that you don't overbeat or it curdles, it starts splitting. Beat it very slowly so the sugar powder doesn't fly all over. After it gets blended all together, you do the speed into 3. Now it's all turned into creamy look. Now we're going to add in the eggs one by one, whole egg. Now we're going to pour in a teaspoon of vanilla essence into this mixture. Meanwhile, preheat the oven at 200 degrees temperature and bake it at 170 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. Now we're going to fold in the maida all-purpose flour which we have sieved for at least 2 to 3 times with baking powder. And see, the method is fold and cut, so that you get lots of air. Don't over mix. It should be only folding method. Just spread on the maida, around 2 or 3 spoons of it, and then do the fold and cut method. That is just fold, cut, fold, cut, fold, cut, Don't be don't be fast in doing it, very slowly, so that the air gets filled with